If a realtor came up to you guys and said, hey, I think your house is overpriced now. I mean, you look at prices in Summerlin. I seen a home in Summerlin that was priced at $650 and it's now at $540, right? And I was talking to a couple agents, Brett's on there. I mean, he's got people that are doing the same thing. And they're starting to look at these houses like, wait a second, this thing's in Summerlin. It's dropped almost $100,000. Why wouldn't you throw an offer in on it now, right? Would you drop that price of $90,000 in a very short window of time? It's psychologically, it's hard for people.
Someone must be trying to dump it.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to say. I guess it depends on your circumstances as a seller. Some people might just need to move out.
Yeah, some people go into witness protection and they need to get their house like gone immediately.
Yeah, but if you guys owned this house, would you feel comfortable dropping it? Because I think, let's
not that much. That's insane.
Let's just think about it like this. You guys are not in the market, but would you drop it where if your agent came to you and said, hey, 2 months ago, you're going to get $650 for this. 2 months later, they're telling you, hey, man, if you don't drop this, at least 40 or 50, you're probably going to be sitting on the market because there's nothing moving right now. Do you play the game as a seller? Because look, as an agent for me, I'm representing the seller. I'm getting the highest dollar. Yeah. I'm going to promote them. I'm going to do the video tours. I'm going to do everything I can, sell, market it. But at the same time, you have to be realistic, and where does that fine line come in at? And I think that's what I'm trying to bring up.
You have to start getting offers. If you're not getting any offers and no one's coming to look at your property, you don't even know how you
can play. But
yeah, you got to do something to reel someone in.
I think depending where I was at in Vegas, and then also what my circumstances are, right? If I want to get out of something, then I'm going to drop it probably a little bit more than...
Yeah, but how fast? Like if I'm sitting there and I said, okay...
I would do it in increments. I would still do it in increments. I wouldn't...
But Summerlin is the premium, right? It's the upper echelon of properties, right? I mean, you that's an area that everybody wants to like be at. It's the Beverly Hills of Las Vegas.
Yeah, it's the high.
And yet you're
area.
Dropping it $90,000, and I understand.
Problem.
But I think, look, people want to sell. So what is your position and how fast do you want to sell? If you want to just sit there and you want to be like, I'm going to drop it 10,000. I don't care. And if it goes to 20, I'm just going to pull this thing off the market. Good luck.
Well, if you drop to 90, you must have a lot of equity in it. If you drop it that quick. Yeah.
Well, that's what I said. If you are in a place where you know there's enough money, then it wouldn't matter. Like, okay, cool.
But I think that affects everything in this economy. Like you're starting to drop prices on things that you're selling. You don't see that. You see everything going up in price, but gas is like almost $19 a gallon.
Well, that's why everything's
increasing. But then houses
increasing.
are kind of going. But houses, they're starting to come down. Why are they not going up?
Because what's happening is everything else is catching up. Inflation is catching up with everything else.
Yeah, but I don't think it's just inflation, Esmeralda. And I'm not trying to correct you, but I disagree with that. I think it's part of it. I think it's mortgage rates, right? Really shut the door on people. Right. It's like, okay, look, I can survive with, I don't want to do it, but I'll pay gas. Okay. I don't want to do it. I'm paying higher on groceries.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it, but I got, higher inflation overall as far as just everyday costs.
Yeah.
But once you hit that mortgage payment and you're blending that, especially if you were in a new home, I'm out of the market. And that's the problem is that was the deciding, hey, boom, we're going to hit that. Once the rates went up, everybody's mindset shifted.
Yeah.
And they said, okay, maybe now's not the time.
You know what I'm curious to find out? I don't know if there's a way, maybe you guys are in the industry, maybe you know, but all these people that suddenly put their homes on the market that sold them, where are they moving to?
They're probably renting.
Well, why do they have to move anywhere? Here's my thing is, and that's a good point. But if you're selling your house, a lot of people just sit on the money. They used to sit on the money, and now
where are you at?
Well, here's the difference: is if I walked away with $300,000, right, equity, and I'm saying, you know what, I can't move anywhere, but I got $300 in the bank, and I'm liquid. I'll go rent. I'll go sit on the sidelines and not buy.
Yeah,
and that's what a lot of people are thinking about doing. Now it's like this. Well, I'm going to sell my house.
Makes sense.
And I'm going to go ahead and clear whatever I'm going to clear, but my profit is maybe 30, 40, 50,000 less. So I'm already losing money. And then I have options to go somewhere else, but is it that much better? Right. And I think that's where before it was like, hey, I have an ultimatum. I have to sell. The peak has happened, right? Yeah. We're at the selling peak. Should I or shouldn't I? I got people running to me going, Dan, please list the house, because we're trying to get this house at the peak of where it's at. Man, if you didn't list 2 months ago and you're trying to list today, you missed it.
It's gone.
You missed it.
Not coming back.